Hello everyone, what's going on? This is R07 here, and once again we are back to play more Noire. So, even though we saw this cutscene last time in previous episode, we are gonna play it again for the sake of new viewers, hopefully. So yeah, let's continue, shall we?
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with
Okay, so let's do this. It's not gonna be first time.
The coroner says it's gonna take at least a week.
Investigate Ray's Cafe. Shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, it's still morning here as usually. That's the time when I'm recording games. So my voice could be weird.
Whoa! Easy! Still confess.
Okay, let's see, exit should be here. Let's see how far is that cafe. Well, he's really slow. And I'm pretty sure that he's bugged up there. Wow. Pretty sure that he's bugged on those stairs. Yeah. He is freaking bugged. And now he...
Sorry, I just got a tip off.
Now he can't move. Holy. Okay then, I'm gonna start... Even though I doubt that it's even possible to go without him. I'm not really sure. He's really freaking bugged. We might need to restart actually this case, but I'm gonna hope that we will be fine and he's gonna just respawn there. It's not far, at least. Yeah, he's here.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're gonna take a look around.
As usually, nothing new there. So let's start with this one. Well, I don't see anything unusual.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
I will.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and
Landed
tap
on his
dance
face
your
and
desk.
ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Might be. Apparently nothing there. Let's see his left hand. nothing here as well.
Addison has life insurance.
Dear Mr. Patterson, it is with great pleasure that we acknowledge that a receipt of your application, 14F, and pre-approval has been granted to raise the weekly premium on your life insurance policy from 3.70 per week to 5.90 per week. This raise became effective on January 1st, 1947, where our standard veteran care policy entitled to a lump sum payout of $10,000 in the event of your untimely death or permanent injury. This new plan secures your benefits is a sum of 16,000. What the fuck? This might be on purpose. For that money, maybe someone from his family, maybe his wife.
We can notify next of kin.
Nothing weird there. Okay, that might be everything.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Okay, then let's see other clues, and we're gonna talk with that lady there.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, that definitely must be on purpose. It's not like hit and run accidentally.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Well, that kinda deny my guess.
It's all yours, Detective.
Well, I think that you're fine here, so we could start talking with her.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Well, let's go with truth.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Yeah, this could be the truth. I do remember that car was red. Other than that, I'm not
Did you
sure.
see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Maybe doubt. Got to be doubt.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Well, this case seems obvious.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Well, in my opinion, they had fight, he and his wife, and then she actually decided to kill him somehow via someone for that money from insurance.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Well, he's definitely hiding something, but we don't have anything about him, so... I'm gonna go with doubt, hopefully it's not wrong.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Yeah, that could be okay.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Yeah, he's telling the truth. I would say, maybe. Although seems like I'm gonna with intuition. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. Ah, that didn't help me at all.
What was it about?
Who knows? The slightest thing could set those two off.
I knew it.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Okay, so that last wrong question might be our problem. We have phone here, so let's see if we can find some useful info.
Work for the examiner. $5 for this. All these cops, it's got to be something big, right?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, so we have him, I guess.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
I want to see. Excuse me, officer, I want to see.
You can't see. So we could go to Shelton residence immediately, or we can go for Patterson residence first. Although this location is not finished. That's a little bit weird. We will go there first. Residential address of Lester Patterson. Wow. I didn't...
Detectives, over here.
Seriously?
Cole Phelps, traffic.
Holy, all over again?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street.
Well, this is now seriously
Car hit over
annoying.
there and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement
This is now
later.
seriously
Right now, we're
annoying,
gonna
man.
take a look around.
Oh, man.
Well,
And unfortunately we can't skip those dialogues.
Must have struck him from behind. Addison has life insurance.
Okay, then we're gonna do this all over again. It's like 10 minutes for nothing.
We can notify next of kin.
That's nothing.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Not sure how important are those three, but let's give it a try maybe.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Maybe that somehow actually affect this case.
This blood is a long way.
And I'm not sure should I go with third correct answer with that bartender, or I shouldn't. I don't like playing it for second time when I know what is wrong and what is correct.
Before the impact.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Okay, that's correct.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Okay, so there we go again.
With the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
That should be much more easier, but unfortunately.
Bartender, you work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So the first one was doubt, if I do remember correct.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
And this is the last one, which we
overheard
got
an
wrong.
argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Okay, so this one should be Doubt.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Yeah, there's definitely a doubt.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away.
Okay, that was okay, but I'm still mad that I failed first time only because this freaking line. So let's get to the phone and we will then go to our very first location.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
So finally we're here again. Let's try not to screw up this time. We're gonna go for Patterson residence. There we go.
My wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. We saw some people do some strange things in war.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Well, we're gonna find out soon. We are nearby. One more street.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car.
I don't believe in that.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walks straight into the path of an oncoming car.
And how the hell she know that?
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Yeah, they're definitely connected
You
with
were
this.
arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
I'm gonna check out my notebook. Well, that's actually true, but I don't know, that could be...
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
There we go.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Not really. Not really. So this could be a lie.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
And why? Because we have insurance letter.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this. Come on, Phelps. Let's make ourselves scarce.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to run.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Maybe I should follow him.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thank you.
Huh. So we might need to check that one. So, should we go... I'm gonna go for Central Morgue. Still don't want to scare that guy there, Shelton. We should be close. If you do remember, police station is somewhere here. Now the morgue, I'm not sure where. Apparently here.
Rehab is for quitters. She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
You can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene.
Seems like...
We need to hit Ray's one more time and trawl for evidence.
There are 3 kinds of people.
Okay, so I suppose we're gonna go back and try to find that knife before we go to the residence of owner of that car. Even though I really doubt that he's anyhow connected. Hopefully we're not gonna skip that possibility to investigate more about him. Maybe he isn't connected with those two in any way. He was just unlucky driver. That might be one of the possibilities. First thing first, always check this one. Nope, it's not gonna be same thing again. Maybe here. Wow, that was lucky shot.
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this. Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
Wow.
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off.
Well, that was... holy.
It's too late, Sabo.
I could shoot him, but I'm not sure that I need to do that, actually.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot. He's heading for the roof.
Lester could be a deal.
Quick!
That's a lousy roof.
We need him alive, I suppose. Holy, that scared me. Well, we killed him. Unfortunately.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski. Have patrol pick up Mrs. Patterson.
Well, it seems like that we're not going to be able to investigate the owner of that car.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you today. Detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Golden boy. Yeah, we did everything perfect, except that mistake. When I need to repeat whole case again. We're gonna watch this cutscene once again. I mean, cutscene of next mission.
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Okay, so before we go anywhere, we're gonna make break here. We're splitting up this part.